This news update is brought to you by
our valued partners for the BT Cropover Superstar Competition: Flow, Banks, the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., Izumi Media, and Liberty Store.
This is the Barbados Today evening update for Wednesday, July 14th. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. A new offer is on the table to resolve the ongoing impasse between the National Union of Public Workers and the Barbados Investment and Development Corporation. The proposal was put forward following a meeting of the subcommittee of the Social Partnership in a last-ditch effort to stave off a national shutdown tomorrow. The dispute is over dismissal letters issued to 10 BIDC employees over age 60. The NUPW has been demanding a withdrawal of the letters, and the union called out its members in industrial action over the past week. It has also threatened a national shutdown if their demands are not met. After more than 4 hours of talks, Labour Minister Dr. Esther Bayer confirmed to the media the offer was made, but she declined to give details.
We now have a firm offer that has been put on the table from BIDC to the NUPW. The NUPW has indicated that they need now to go back to their people, their council and so on, and that we will have a response from them very shortly.
And workers at the air and seaports were on a go-slow today as the union stepped up its industrial action. Sanitation workers remained off the job for the 5th straight day. Emmanuel Joseph is following that story and files this report.
The go-slow involving customs and immigration and initiated by the National Union of Public Workers at the island's critical ports of entry has been having contrasting effects today on the operations. At the Bridgetown port, the industrial action has seriously impacted the delivery of cargo. For example, Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Port Inc., David Jean-Marie, told Barbados Today that the slow rate at which cargo was being delivered has caused a major backlog to the extent that only 2 containers per hour were being delivered when the normal rate is 20 containers per hour. Jean-Marie is therefore worried that if the action continues for a prolonged period, it could seriously harm the island's ability to earn much-needed foreign exchange and disrupt the capital project being undertaken at the port as part of its expansion programs. The CEO is calling, therefore, for a speedy resolution to the impasse between the NUPW and the Barbados Investment and Development Corporation over the forced retirement of 10 of its employees who are over the age of 60. In contrast, the go-slow by Customs and Immigration at the Granny Adams International Airport has not been seen any adverse impact. Passengers arriving have not complained of any unusual delays in clearing customs or immigration, even when there were 3 flights which landed almost simultaneously today. During much of the day, things appeared quiet with nothing out of the ordinary evidence. The exception to that was a meeting between a team of senior police officers and management of the airport. A senior police officer who didn't want to be named said the meeting was to discuss contingency plans just in case something happens. As he put it, you can never tell what can happen. If anything happens, we will be ready. But right now, we don't have anybody standing by as such, the senior police officer added. Corporate Communications Officer with the Granny Adams Airport Inc., Keith Gordon, who said they have been monitoring operations throughout the day, also report no disruptions in the arrival in and out of Barbados. Gordon also said that there were no unusual changes in the way business was being conducted, but authorities will continue to monitor the situation going forward. Emmanuel Joseph for Barbados Today.
Meanwhile, the NUPW and the Barbados Workers' Union issued a joint statement earlier today blaming the government for the current state of affairs. Prime Minister Frundle Stewart yesterday compared the unions to fanatics with guns and accused them of adopting bullying and blackmail tactics in the current row between the NUPW and the BIDC. The unions hit back today, claiming the administration's reluctance to engage in meaningful consultation with the workers' representatives contributed to the volatile situation. In their statement, they pointed to a number of underlying issues, including a breakdown in respect, failure to consult, and a breach of the social partnership protocols and the rules underpinning the time-tested industrial relations. but they gave assurances that they remain committed to the least painful resolution to the current impasse. In other news this evening, the latest figures released by the central bank show the economy expanded by an estimated 0.5% during the first half of this year. The assessment is included in the review of Barbados' current economic performance for the second quarter. Central Bank Governor Dr. Delisle Worrell says the expansion was due to an encouraging performance in the tourism industry.
The strong growth in long-stay visitors during the winter season continued into the second quarter of the year. Total arrivals rose by 14% by mid-year, with increases of 25%, 23%, and 14% from the US, Canadian, and UK markets, respectively. Tourism value added rose by an estimated 3% for the first half of 2015, although visitors' stay was shorter on average. Expenditure by tourists is estimated to have risen by 5%.
11-year-old Abijah Holder Phillips was laid to rest this morning. Abijah died in a vehicular accident on June 26, shortly after graduating from Welch's Primary School. His farewell service took the form of a Rastafarian ritual that included chanting, the burning of incense conducted by members of the church, which his mother Felicia Holder also attended.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados, my babe. Got to understand, yeah. My Barbados, my babe. Ain't nothing like a cool bank spare. None of them others just can't compare. You just got to love that taste. It's the world-class thing this land makes. Whether I'm cruising or at a bar, whether I'm at home, my bank spare is never far. For this blessing, got to give God thanks. My Barbados, my babe.
Our valued partners for the BT Cropover Superstar Competition: Flow, Banks, the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., Izumi Media, and Liberty Store.
In news from the region, a former Haitian diplomat is leading a petition calling on the government to sever all diplomatic and trade relations with the Dominican Republic if that country does not end its policy of deporting Dominicans of Haitian descent. Santo Domingo gave a deadline of June 17 for people of Haitian descent to apply for legal residency. The petition, which is spearheaded by the former Haitian ambassador to Japan, Marcel Duret, also wants the government to undertake an awareness campaign at the national level to mobilize the entire country. NASA says its New Horizons spacecraft today became the first to pass over Pluto. It is the first mission to Pluto and its 5 moons. The mission completes what NASA calls the reconnaissance of the solar system. It makes the United States the first nation to send a space probe from every planet from Mercury to Pluto. And that's the evening news. For more news, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Line TV, as well as Mix 96.9 FM. I am Maricla Williams. Good evening.
Our valued partners for the BT Cropover Superstar Competition: Flow, Banks, the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., Izumi Media, and Liberty Store.